looking to investigate the blight seeping into the southern Vinelands and midlands of the Cantrazi Empire. Our party went to the Elenvir estate to follow up with Lorelei and Belun's family, where Amarin works as a horticulturist on the vineyard. After encountering a group of people that stole and threatened their family, they have begun an investigation into finding the source of the problem. They followed the river that feeds Lake Solène for the first half of the day in heavy rain. We find them chasing a necromantic sludge west of the river. The ground around them varies from cracked mud to thick mud, waterlogged, as they slug their way through, looking for any new leads. I wonder what they'll find today. Unfortunately, they're going to encounter some problems. At least on their current path, there's only so much that I can see, you understand. But I sense that one of them is not in the best place for an adventure today. Perhaps it is time for me to intervene. As each of you continues walking along the river, you are now heading in a west-southwesterly direction. What is your group composition at the moment? How is everybody situated in the group?
I'm in the back.
I think Rutu, knowing that he made a mistake, is trying to remedy that mistake, so he's fervently heading out in the direction of west-southwest, doubling down on his efforts, knowing that he made a mistake that took everyone hours off course.
So Rutu is in the front, you said? Sort of leading the group? Okay.
I'm not too far behind. I'm probably right beside, if not maybe slightly behind, Rutu.
I'd probably be, towards the back. Yeah.
I'll be roughly in the middle, probably near Lorelei.
Right. As you are walking and Lorelei is complaining about the intense, heavy rains that have begun to come down today, suddenly there is a flash of light and a sort of popping sound. For a moment, Belwyn and Koha and Philo, you are blinded by this light for just a moment. And as everything flashes, you hear this sharp intake of breath. And almost this metallic sound, like a coin landing upon a table. And when you look around, Lorelei is missing.
Watch your step. The mud's getting
Lorelei?
around here.
Wait, hold on!
What?
What was that?
Lorelei was right next to me. She's
What was
not
that
anymore.
noise? What? Where? Who?
What do you mean
Lorelei?
Not here anymore. She was walking with you.
She was right in front of me.
Frantically looking around the ground for steps or footsteps or anything.
Did you hear the noise? It sounded like something dropping on metal.
It was so bright.
How?
Belwyn, please make a perception check.
I am panicking and not noticing a whole lot.
as you look around, Belwyn, you see Lorelai's steps where you were literally just walking. Even in the heavy rain, they're still there for a little while. And they suddenly stop.
She was right here.
I close my eyes. I'm going to look through Enya's eyes as Enya flies above us to see if we can catch any sign of anyone in the vicinity.
Yeah, you begin to look around. Give me a perception check. As Enya.
A nat 20.
Of course. Of course. Yeah, no, that's perfect.
Back on track, guy. I had a couple episodes without any.
Yeah, as Enya begins to take flight, it's not long before you see this sort of glimmer, partially covered in the mud nearby where Belwyn was looking for Lorelai.
I think almost eerie sentient synchronicity, you see both Amarin and Enya dive down. Amarin move towards this spot where the glint is coming from and like dig through the mud to try and figure out what exactly it is.
If I may, not instantly, but probably after about, especially once I see the panic, I pull out the scroll of detect evil and good, and I'd like to use it.
Very well. You take out the scroll. And you feel your senses open up, Philo. I imagine that, why don't you describe how you think your senses kind of feel different to you?
What's the feeling? Do you want to DM me or do you want to tell me?
Well, it's really up to you. You just know that it's different. Something has changed. How do you think? I want you to kind of explain it for us. I don't want to put those words in your mouth.
The real one would just be what direction with the spell it's leaning more towards. That's the real question I should ask. And you're welcome to preface it however you want, and I assume you'd want to DM it.
So this spell in particular works to detect creatures.
Celestials, elementals, so forth, yep.
You do not sense any of those creatures within 30 feet of you.
Okay.
I will say you would sense Fae from Enya.
Okay.
Do you think your vision changes? Do you think your hearing changes? Some other sense? Like, how do you think?
I see what you're asking me. He would pull the scroll. Sorry about that. That took me a minute to click. He pulls out the scroll, and you almost see the scroll. It doesn't light up like you would think in like typical fantasy, but the words highlight as he starts to read the words, and he's not even reading them out loud. He's reading them in his head. That's how you know somebody would be casting the spell on it. They don't have to read it out loud, and he starts to open his mouth as he gets towards the last one, and in front of him, at least in his consciousness, you'd see the same kind of bright flash of light. And maybe sometimes with this specific spell, it would, in the metaphysical world, lean towards a color, maybe more white and vibrant and golden for a positive, or it would lean one way or this way for another. But the only thing it really feels for a second would be that color. And I actually have to ask you, what color would come off of Enya?
Cool. I say I was wrong, not Fae, celestial from Enya. And I think it'd be probably a rich gold, a rich deep gold.
I'm going to ask a fun question. What do you think it would look like in the celestial world when it's that color?
Oh, you mean, what do you think Enya looks like in the celestial?
Yeah, in a celestial form, like not like as an owl. Like if I would see it and I looked up because I'm looking for something I'm detecting that is one of those presences, what color would it give off and what would it look like to me? Would it look like Enya or would it look different?
I think what you'd see is I don't think you see the actual shape. I think you see the outline of it in the aura, and the outline of it is significantly bigger than Enya. I think like the outline looks almost like medium to maybe even large sized.
What was the color again?
Gold, like a
Gold?
rich golden aura.
He does this flash in his consciousness, and then it just does kind of what anybody would do coming out of meditation. It dissipates. It comes back from the colors back into reality, like the darkness you see behind your eyes. But this time, it only does one thing. And as he opens his eyes, there's like, we would say, because it's a spell, it doesn't last forever. It's the same thing. As he opens his eyes, it just kind of diminishes. And the only thing you can see is he looks up and he sees that really beautiful golden aura. And he's trying to figure out what it is at first. And he thinks maybe, that's just, he even says it, that's just Enya. And his eyes, as he's looking up for this next thing, do the same thing. They're more of like a gold and white. And it's weird. I would say if Wack's okay with it, you could actually watch when he'd cast a spell like this and see what color his eyes would turn to see what would it represent. So if you would have a way, like maybe Wack would want you to roll, you'd be able to look at my eyes and see if I saw anything.
I'm in the dirt. I'm in the mud, panicking, trying to grab this thing. I don't even notice. Yeah.
Nope.
I'd be looking around, like seeing these footprints, and then just disappears, and looking off the path. Like, did somebody or something grab her? As I'm looking around, I'd see Philo. Philo, what are you doing?
I cast a spell. And I'm seeing if there was a presence of anything, of any gods. Because the flash, and then she just disappeared. That's what you saw too, right?
Amarin,
Yeah.
as Philo says this, you find a very familiar looking coin on the ground. In the mud.
It's the coin.
As you hold it up, it's a little bit different than the last time you saw it. Before, when you saw it, there was a bridge on one side and a river on the other. The bridge is still there. And where the river should be, you see Lorelei's face on the coin.
What?
You all right?
It's Lorelei's face. Well, why does it have Lorelei's face? And I'll shove it into Belwyn's hands. Belwyn, what happened?
I'm looking and examining this as best I can. Just pull out my coin, trying to compare them, seeing if it's basically the same coin but slightly altered, or if it's
Is
fake.
he trapped in there?
I don't know. See, actually, I do have it prepared. I cast Identify on this coin.
Okay. Please cast the spell.
And I pull out my small hammer and kind of do like some tapping like I would like testing the strength of a metal. And then it begins to glow, both the hammer and the coin, as I'm kind of glaze over staring upon it.
Okay. What were you going to say, Philo?
Oh, I think I might have a way, because I feel like you're going to have to roll a check, and I think I might have a way to help you, and I feel like Philo would, but I'm trying to remember what it is that I can do, because I think there was something on my list that helps me with with ability points.
That might be enhance ability.
This would not need that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
There
that's
was-
fine. That doesn't need to roll.
There was just something I feel like I had that was going to possibly help. Sorry about that.
No worries.
Okay.
Belle, as you begin to identify it, how does this casting? Can you mention that one more time, please?
Yeah, so
How
I
does
pull
this
out some
look?
of my tools, though it's not actually needed anymore. All I need to do is be wearing my armor. But I still take out my small hammer and begin to tap around this coin. And the hammer begins to glow slightly blue, and then that energy flows into the coin, and my eyes kind of glaze over as I'm staring at it, trying to essentially see what it is.
Okay. The identify spell specifically has you learn the properties of this item, as well as whether it requires attunement and how many charges it has. Oh boy. This is an extremely magical object. As you identify this, it is like it's like this, almost like the scene from The Matrix when Neo is injected with too much information right away. It's too much information for you, Belwyn. It is absolutely overwhelming. This has never happened to you before when you've cast this spell, but it's like you've learned too much too quickly. First of all, absolutely magical. This is the most magical item you think you've ever identified, surely. Secondly, this is a piece of divinity. This is absolutely the coin of Illyrian that Lorelei was carrying. And Lorelei is attuned to it. Lorelei and her essence are currently inside of that coin.
Even though I'm overwhelmed with information, one of the pieces of information you can learn is if the item was created by the spell, what is the spell's name?
It's a little bit like trying to it's too many spells at once is kind of what it would equate to for you. It's like you're trying to figure out, you're trying to reverse engineer like a really complicated piece of technology, you know, at a glance. It's a little bit like that. It's too overwhelming to think about how many spells are involved. It is many, and most of them are some form of transfiguration. And abjuration? But you get the impression that Lorelei is quite safe in there. In fact...
Okay, that was going to be my follow-up question.
Quite unable to be harmed.
Probably with all of that, is this one of those you're hit over 1 second with 7,000 images, or is it I'm sitting here for a couple of minutes and just getting constantly flooded with info?
I think if anybody that's watching you, Belwyn's got a nosebleed right now.
Mm-hmm. I would definitely be watching.
And I imagine Belwyn is looking a little like crazy and wide-eyed.
Oh, absolutely.
And a little bit like, you know when someone's just been watching TV for too long and they haven't gone to sleep yet? He's got that kind of appearance on his face.
Bowen.
Hold on.
I'll grab the coin out of his hand. The moment he doesn't respond, I'm snatching it out of his hand.
Yeah,
Bowen.
Well, are you okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
What happened?
Pointing at the coin. That's Lorelei.
What? You mean Lorelei's coin?
No. Yes. Both.
Oh, how do we get her out?
It's divine. That's the coin of Ethereum, but I don't. God, there's so many spells in that all at once. She's okay. She's safe. I don't know if we can get her out. I think.
So she's just trapped in here.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah.
Does it feel safe or bad?
Not bad. No. Normally I didn't catch any spells that I think are normally evil.
If trapped in there and safe, then what do?
You definitely
Who cares
hold
if
on to it,
she's
but
safe in there. She's trapped in there.
nothing can harm her. I don't think we could ever destroy that coin if we wanted to. But, you know, it is,
Coin like tiny prison?
yeah, or I don't know.
I would consider it more like safekeeping for now. You hear this
Did you hear that?
voice nearby, and sitting in a chair under an umbrella and covered in like a blanket, you see a familiar looking performer.
Rutu pulls a trident out of his quiver.
I immediately am just
Levels
like
it.
slapping.
I pull up my longsword.
Just,
Easy, friends, easy. I mean you no harm, and Lorelei is quite safe.
Safe. She's
Philo, your spell is still active because it lasts for 10 minutes.
That's fun. That's fun. Oh, God. Oh, no, my poor eyes.
literally.
My poor eyes. Your poor brain. My poor brain. Our poor brains.
I need a Constitution saving throw from you, please,
Oh, I
Philo.
Yeah,
knew
you would
that
definitely need
was
that.
coming. Oh, this could be wild. I kind of, you know, like, this is one of those moments, like, I kind of want to crit one.
good luck. Or
Because,
poor
like, I
luck.
kind of want to see what happens.
You turn into a coin.
If Lorelei
We'll see you in 3 episodes.
Lorelei turns into a coin, Belwyn fucking goes into a seizure, and then Philo, I don't know, passes out. I think Rutu and Amarin are gonna be like, this guy's bad news, we need to fight again.
What did you want me to roll again? I'm sorry. Constitution saving throw, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my lord. 5,
7. Okay.
7.
Yeah, Philo, you fall to your knees. This is overwhelming. At first, I imagine it's a little bit like being blinded. And then you just kind of like feel a hand on your shoulder. And all of you notice that the performer now has a hand on Philo's shoulder. And there's kind of like, you know when your ears ring? Just kind of like out of the blue, it just... and then just kind of fades away. I think it's a little bit like that for you, Philo.
How intense is the version of the emotion that it's happening right now while he is touching me? Like, what emotion
It was worse
it
before.
like,
It was worse before. It was
Okay.
when you first looked at him. It was like looking.
so it's not worse now that he's touching me, though?
correct.
Soothed almost.
What was the emotion then,
Um,
if I can ask? I think I can, yeah. Because I feel it. That would make sense, I suppose.
yep, make an insight roll.
Okay.
Have an insight roll.
Because I feel like this is important for his reaction. 8. Also important for his reaction.
Yeah. I think it was probably like a combination of fear.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it would have been. It'd be like fear and feeling like inconsequential. You know, like you feel like a grain of sand. You know, for a hot second.
Yeah.
And then you just kind of like hear, sorry about that. I couldn't think of a better way to introduce myself. This should help a little. And you feel your emotions kind of calm, Philo, and everything just kind of returns to normal.
What does he look like to me because of the spell?
He looks like the same performer that you saw.
Okay.
A little waterlogged now that he's no longer underneath the umbrella. He says, I meant no harm. And please, do not worry. I assure you Lorelei is quite safe.
Why take Lorelei?
I did not take her. She is inside of the coin. Unfortunately, today, she would have suffered something that would have made the adventure unfair. So I stepped in.
Can I roll insight?
Absolutely.
As I'm holding my long sword. I think I'm shaking, but I have my long swords
Is
pointed
it
at this.
now Ethereum is like 5 feet away from you since he's just popped up next to
Yeah, I have my sword out.
It was one of those we blink and they're no longer sitting there and they're now next to us kind of thing.
Hey.
It's too much, Amarin. You can't read this person at all.
I'm quivering with my blade. I think I have that coin clutched in one hand, like pressed up against my chest, and the longsword in the other pointed at.
Seemingly
this guy.
unconcerned with the trident and longsword pointed at them. This person continues. One of the many reasons that I give out coins is because certain people draw my interest. People that may very well change the world. But there are certain circumstances that prevent them from doing so in a fair way. I am not the only. Well, I guess you can address me as a deity that would be involved in today's events. So, I felt that it was appropriate to level the playing field. Your friend and sister, Lorelei, something would have happened to her today if she joined you for the rest of this expedition that you are on. Now, I cannot see the future perfectly, mind you, but there are a certain number of probabilities that I can see. And this one very well may have ended badly for her because of outside interference. So, I stepped in. That is one of the many reasons the coins have been given to you.
What happened then when no longer interested?
I suppose you'll have to find out.
Why Lorelei? How do we get her out?
Rest assured, when the danger of outside interference has passed, your friend will return to you. I do not believe it to be long.
How no tell truth?
A good question. I suppose I would think of it like this. If I wanted to cause you harm, do you have any doubt that I could do so?
Move fast. No.
May I? And he looks down. He won't look at Illyrian right in the face quite yet. May I look and speak to you?
Of course. Do you think that I am some sort of, well, for lack of better words, some pompous deity that thinks that they are better than everyone else? No. I am just someone who enjoys a wonderful story.
I understand, but I have heard you say, and he's really having a hard time with this. Like, he keeps looking at Illyrian, looking away. He doesn't even look at the group. You said multiple times, and I feel as if maybe we all caught it, but you keep saying that there is something coming that is going to cause us an issue. Maybe a just and good God, and he looks at Illyrian, rather would share the information.
I am not just or good. I am not interested in telling you everything that you want to hear. Nor am I interested in prayers.
I can tell.
What can Rutu call you?
Illyrian is fine.
Can Illyrian die?
A very, very powerful question. Information that is very, very, very expensive and very powerful simply by having such information. There would be many creatures that would seek your death. No, I think it is better not to know.
Today.
Perhaps. If you come upon this information of your own findings, I would never take such information from you. But I will not be the one to give it to you.
So, are you saying you enjoy the trickery behind all of this as well, right?
Of course.
It's your fun, right?
Part of it. But I am not interested in trickery itself. I am interested in the story. And what happens today? It is simply the beginning.
You said that you're not the only deity who's meddling. Who else?
Why would I tell you that information?
Perhaps we can seek once Lorelei is returned to us, we seek less.
How do we know Lorelei will be returned?
I suppose.
How do we know she's safe?
I suppose you do not. However, again, I will reiterate. If I wanted to cause you harm, I could easily do it. As he says this, you can see, like, the river sort of begin to surge, and the wind begins to sort of pick up, and the clouds begin to darken. And his presence sort of feels bigger than it is. There is this sort of sense of impending doom as the wind just begins to howl and thunder begins to crack all around you. And as you observe this, it quickly dies down.
Illyrian indeed show power. But if
So we must-
Lorelei not return, then this breeze means nothing.
Well said.
So we just continue on?
That is up to you. But if I may make a recommendation, which is a rare occurrence, I highly recommend it.
Okay. Perhaps we shall.
I'll sheath my sword. You better come back.
Now, I want to be very clear here. I am not your friend, but I have taken an interest in you. I think that we will meet again. And I wish you luck. I find you very interesting. As you
To
blink,
also find Illyrian interest.
as you blink, you see Illyrian sitting back in the chair underneath the umbrella, wiping himself off with the blanket in a sort of mundane looking way. But already, like, the water's, like, he's not waterlogged anymore. It's just kind of gone. He's just kind of, like, wiping up maybe, like, a little bit left on his skin. And he says, I must be going. I'm rather busy, you see. But, good luck today. He smiles, and you hear the sound and crescendo of some instruments play. And the thunder claps. And he disappears in another flash of bright light.
Out of habit, Rutu will take a silver coin and flick it to the location that he was at.
Rutu. You can have an inspiration. Philo. You can have an inspiration.
Almost immediately, Amren collapses to the ground.
I kneel next to Amren. I don't... Why do I feel like we're playthings to this god?
We are. We've always been playthings for the gods. That's always how it's been. It's just been more direct.
Philo, okay?
I'll be all right. That was just a lot.
Take time. Not too much. Illyrian said, continue.
We need to keep moving.
Will you help me up, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
Rutu will drape one of Philo's arms over his shoulder and lift him up.
Yeah, okay. I just said it was a lot, but this is not just a lot more. It's fine. Okay. All right, up here.
Did Philo see something?
No, it's just... Thank you, Rutu. Oh. Oh. Jesus.
Rutu angry. Rutu not like friends being taken.
No.
Oh,
Why now?
good.
He said that it would have been bad if she was... There was another god that might do something if she was here.
Could you put me down, please?
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll set Philo down.
If that's true, then this was a kindness, but...
But we
There's
not
much
know if true.
Yeah, there's not much we can do at the moment. I don't... I know I couldn't do anything about getting her out of this coin. I don't know if most any could except the divine.
It seems like we wait. If Lorelei return, Illyrian tell truth. If Lorelei not return, then we do other things.
That's, I think, all we can do now.
I'm gonna keep the coin.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah. Are you okay, Imran?
Yeah. Yeah. Fine.
Amarin sure? We're stopped if have something to say. Now time to say it.
I've just never been a fan of the gods. That's all.
Philo's had his back turned to the group this whole time, looking away from everybody, by the way. But that's just a note.
Well, if no one else has anything they like to share, or to think move forward.
Yeah. No, you're right.
The rain isn't letting up. It's not going to make it any easier.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
And Rutu will begin tracking again in the west-southwest.
Okay.
I'll have helped Amarin up and kind of slowly, but begin following. Amarin, check on that coin every once in a while. Make sure nothing's changed.
Yeah. No, I won't let it out of my sight.
Okay.
Are you all kind of like walking in single file, or are you spread out? Like, how are you walking?
I literally just started probably in front of the group, and I started walking in the direction we were heading. And I'm probably a little farther ahead of them then because of that.
If Philo is in the front, I'll kind of hold up the rear with whoever is in the back. Probably Koha and myself, I'm guessing at this point.
Yeah.
So 2 by 2 with
I'll
Rutu, Philo front, Amarin middle, Koha and back.
Mm-hmm.
Rutu will kind of stay by the river trying to detect anything. So between Philo and the river.
And I have Enya, as always, doing a perimeter, kind of flying overhead.
Okay, so Philo and Rutu in the front. Who's next?
I'm in the middle.
Okay.
With, I guess, Enya would be in the middle technically, but also like 30 feet up in the air.
Okay.
And then Koha and myself in the back, side by side.
Okie doke. All right. Let's start things off with Rutu making a survival check. Are you still staying at a slow pace?
Yeah, I would imagine a slow pace, because I would imagine we still want to be thorough, right? I don't think Lorelei's disappearance has changed any of our intention.
Well, I wonder though. I mean, we know where we're going. I think if I see maybe Rutu taking as much time as before, I think we could probably speed up a little bit. We know what to look for, and like pointing the weird, like, fungus mold out on the rocks that we've been kind of following. This is what we're finding the source for. If we slow down, some of it might get washed away.
Yeah.
I don't know if we don't need to be sprinting or running, but I don't think we need to be super slow. We're going to the point of where this starts, so the moment it disappears, sure, but I think it's going to get only thicker as we continue.
Okay.
And actually, can I use my newly gotten inspiration for a reroll on that survival?
Absolutely. That's what it's for.
Hey, much better.
Much more better.
Okay. Philo, are you in a state that you're assisting Rutu at all?
I am actually. I think it's because we were working on that together, so the survival check should have advantage on both of them, yeah.
Okay. Well, since we already had Rutu roll, I'm going to have you roll as well.
Do you want survival?
Yeah.
Do you want it on advantage or just one of them?
Just a regular. Yeah. Okay.
Makes sense.
Okay. Ho-ha, can you please make an investigation check? I'm assuming you're all kind of sticking to the jobs that you had chosen previously. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
11.
Belwyn, you thinking changing?
Because I was doing Arcana before. We already identified this mud, but yeah, actually I still think I will, because the closer we're getting, the more I'm going to be looking out for signs of totems, spells having been cast at one point or another. So yeah, I'll be sticking with that.
Arcana check. Rutu, by the way, 22 on the survival. Philo, an 11 on the survival. Koha, an 11 on investigation. Belwyn, a 7 on the Arcana check.
I'm a little overwhelmed still from all the spells before trying to think of magic. It's kind of jumbled.
Amarin, are you still investigating the nearby nature around you?
Oh boy. I think honestly not anymore. I think after what I've seen and been told, I probably without telling the group, I'm looking out for danger.
Okay. Just perception then.
Yeah.
And Enya.
Enya's gonna help me.
Yeah, so Enya can give you advantage, or you can both roll.
We'll both roll. Why not?
Okay.
Enya is worried their favorite Elenvir disappeared. And for me, there we go. 21 for me.
Okay. By the way, just to give you a little context for some of these rolls, these rolls that I'm having you do essentially help determine the severity and the timing for events. Okay. 6 from Enya with a natural 1 and a 21 from Amarin. Very well. You continue. Rutu, you are doing a much better job today, or now, guiding the group through some of these hazards. And it's really annoying to travel in the mud. Everybody kind of has to adjust your pacing and what have you. It's really freaking annoying, honestly. It's just one of those situations where every step is measured. You know, you kind of have to watch your step, and it's a pretty long process. Rutu, roll me a d4, please. Okay. For 4 more hours, you continue your search. Rutu, you're kind of getting the sense that people are getting pretty tired. You're It's getting into the afternoon now. It's probably about 2:30-ish p.m. and you guys haven't really taken any sort of break. You can definitely feel yourself getting hungry and pretty tired. Do you continue to push on?
I think he'll look back at the group. I think social graces is, I don't think anyone thinks it's his strong suit. So he will gauge physical readiness from the rest of the crew and see how much slower they're moving and how sunken in their eyes are or how distracted they seem.
You've all been traveling for about 8 hours today, walking in heavy rain and mud.
We stop. We rest.
Okay.
Everyone tired. 30 minutes, maybe hour. Eat food. While everyone prepare something to try to make basic shelter.
Okay. How do you do this?
He would immediately start looking at the ground towards like larger twigs and low-lying, like thick leaves of and foliage that he could weave together for some sort of a ceiling, like a lean-to that people could take turns drying off in and get some reprieve from the rain.
I would help him.
As I see this happening, I'll say, hold on, and I'll take off my explorer's pack. Take my explorer's pack and pull out a tent I have. I have a tent rolled up in my backpack. It's probably the most of what is weighing me down as I set that down.
Can hold up to 2 creatures.
Yeah, 2 small or medium creatures. Not much, but at the very least, more people can rest and shelter then. So you don't need to worry about too big of a shelter you're building there. Rutu and Koa.
That's a good idea.
I'll set that up as they're building a shelter as well.
Anybody else, or just the one?
What does it look like you're making this this little like lean-to shelter out of again? You two?
Sticks, foliage, small branches, tying it together with some of the rope that he has.
I probably would be guiding to maybe be doing it like up against a tree to kind of use that as like a natural support and coverage. So we would just be trying to like break the heavier rain and wind. Okay. But it really wouldn't do too much. The tent would be basically making sure the tent wouldn't get completely drenched and waterlogged.
And also, if there's any sort of like large fallen tree around that we could use to lean it up against, that people could lay down underneath, like using what's already there to help out.
Let's find out. You can make a survival check. I'm going to say with advantage because other people are helping you. Okay, 19. So there are plenty of trees and things nearby. The further you kind of like get away from the vineyard, and the higher up in elevation you start to go, there's like a bunch more trees in the area. And I think that you don't really have too much of an issue finding materials to do so. And you get something that you can kind of like rough together. Let's have you roll. Let's see. I guess, how much time do you want to spend on this?
Unless anybody has any objections, I think just about an hour to rest.
Okay. All right. So I will say roll me a d20. Just a flat D20, please, Rutu. Okay. I'm gonna say you rush it a bit. You're just trying to get something kind of put together to keep out the worst of the elements. It's a shelter. It does the job. It's leaky. It's, you know, not the best, but it'll work to kind of like keep you not completely drenched. You know, it's a bit of a reprieve from being waterlogged.
Excellent.
Everybody can expend a ration. If you want, you may take a short rest. And this time.
I have the rations in my bag, so let me know how many rations people are using, and I will move them accordingly.
Just one for me, please.
May I have that? Can I have that ration, quick, please? I also need to use the tree over there. I'll be right back. I'm going to take it with me if that's all right.
That's fine.
Be safe.
And I scurry off for a private moment to use the bathroom. Literally. And figuratively. At the same time.
Amber, were you having a ration?
Use a ration from my backpack. So
okay, you take your own. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, I've taken 4 out of the bag of holding.
Thank you, Bo.
Of course.
I think I've set up the tent and kind of look to Bill. You and I guess Philo can stay in the tent.
Yeah.
We're too fine out here.
I'm used to it.
Yeah.
Bell is hammering away at his armor. He's just taken off under this shelter. And a bunch of sparks and glows. I keep forgetting that that's a lot of sound. That ability.
I like it.
I don't mind it, no.
So you get a bit of a reprieve while everyone has some food and rest. Everybody realizes how badly you needed this, by the way. Everybody, I imagine, like, people's legs are on fire, you know, like, just, you're feeling it all throughout your lower body and your back, throughout this, heavy slog through this weather. But you manage to get a little bit of food in you, relieve yourself as necessary, and take about an hour to relax a little bit.
So it's about like 4:30ish, 5?
No, it's about 3:30.
3:30ish, okay.
But you've been out for like since dawn, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Rutu, think time. Gather things.
I think while we were resting, I'd have liked to have sent Enya like ahead a little bit just to take a look around if they see anything strange or odd.
Okay. I think Enya probably will see, and I'm gonna base this off of the previous roll. That
The nat one.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just one of those days that's really poor visibility, and it's probably hard to pick anything up aside from what you would assume would be the general topography of the area. I think the only thing that Enya might pick up is that it's sort of, it's maybe getting like a little bit more, there's a few wetlands nearby, maybe. That's about it.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, you
Do
all
I
take
return
an hour.
safely from my pee?
You do.
Huh. I was really worried, honestly. I was like
Philo's
peeing,
coin.
and I was like, I'm gonna come back, and he's gonna be like, and a snake bites your leg.
Yes, your leg.
The third one.
Oh, a nature check.
I already cried once this episode.
Okay, time to go. Gather things. We continue.
Yeah, we have to push on.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'll pack up the tent again.
I'll help Amarin, just so it's a bit quicker.
Okay.
Thanks.
I will take a Constitution saving throw from everybody, though.
14.
18.
The rain has died down a little bit. It is still coming down, but it is not as bad over the course of your rest.
11. Oh, 3 11s in a row.
So many 11s. Oh my god.
Okay.
Not surprised.
Yeah. Philo, Belwyn, and Rutu. Depending on how much longer you all have to walk for today, you are really feeling it at this point. You're getting there to the point where you should probably stop, or you're gonna not be in your best condition.
Mm-hmm.
You probably only have a few hours left in you before you become exhausted.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind, and around that 2-hour mark is when I'll
It's a little bit like adrenaline's been pushing you for most of the day, and then as soon as you've had a chance to rest, you're like, oh shit. You stand up and it's like...
You start moving. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rutu will keep going if everyone okay to keep going. If everyone not okay to keep going, let Rutu know. So,
I'm
got
just go.
a little bit left, but then I'll need to sit for a bit more.
Do you know how much further?
Do I know how much further? Because I seem.
How close is the mountain
There is more there.
approaching?
Yeah.
Few days.
Oh, okay.
We're a few days out. We want to get aim for the summit.
Okay.
Are you sure you can keep going? We can choose this.
Yeah, maybe an hour or so, and then might be good to make camp. Or at least another short break.
We can keep an eye out for an area that's maybe a bit more tree covered, in case the rain does pick up.
Perhaps cave. Perhaps look for cave or place where all can rest easily.
If we're going to, we might want to start looking for the cave. Because you might have an hour. You might have an hour. And I don't like to say this, but and he goes down to one knee. He's older. I don't know if I can continue. And if I do, I don't think I have that much more time. I'm not like you, or you, sadly, and I'm sorry. And you don't look like you could carry me right now.
Rutu can carry.
Look for something.
Let's rest. If someone's already unable to move forward, there's no point of going an extra hour if we're already a few days out.
Well, I can make it a little ways. I can saunter, but I'm just saying if we want to, and may I make a perception check to see if I notice anything that would be maybe a good direction that we could go that would maybe I notice something?
Yeah, you can absolutely make a perception check for that. The difficulty will be high.
Yep. $22.
Yeah. So if you're looking for more cover, west, like northwest, is probably your best bet. Getting a little closer to the forest. That will provide you probably with the most cover, from what you can tell. You have noticed though, like as you're resting here, that the the biome, for all intents and purposes, is starting to change. It's more of a little bit closer to like a wetlands kind of area here. Yeah, so it's probably not a bad idea to like head into the forest if you're looking for some place to rest. You know, it's probably a good place to find some cover. And like in the distance, I mean, you can all probably see this is like there's some loose foothills in this area, but like you can really see like the elevations going up, like as you're progressing.
If we, and I turn towards that direction, that northwest, kind of the more forest area, we're going to get cover from the rain over there. And I mean, if anybody's got a top or something, we could put it up. But I mean, I can make it, and I point, and I mean, I would assume it's not that close, not that far. I could make it there, at least. And I look around. It looks like the closest, largest set of trees, but I'm not taking lead. I mean, this is not something I'm saying we have to do. I want to be frank. I don't want to lie. I don't want to push myself too hard. Then somebody has to take care of me. I don't want to do that.
We should get some rest.
We should.
Pushing ourselves beyond what we're able to do. We push ourselves now, we'll struggle later.
We have a long journey ahead still.
We should get rest, but Rutu also think if we travel further downriver towards mountain, as rocky croppings approach, perhaps 1 to 2 hours down, perhaps less, a higher chance of caves. Rutu from mountains. This is how mountains work sometimes.
Well, do you think... How long do you think it'll take us to get over there, Rutu? 10, 15, 20 minutes, 30, 40?
Several hours, Rutu.
Rutu think a while, but if we travel closer to foothills, 1, maybe 2 hours, perhaps a small cave or outcropping easier to rest against than tree.
It's true. Do you think when we get to wherever we're going to stay, do you think we'll even get a full night's rest?
No.
All right. Then I'll wait. So are we going to go your way or to the trees? I don't care. Just whatever way is sleep.
If we do go to the trees, and I just pull them out quickly from my bag, just a few carpentry tools, I could potentially make something a little more sturdy than what we had for that last rest. It'd be still rudimentary. I don't think I'd have time. I'd have enough strength to do that, I think. With Rutu's help or someone's help.
Between now and when we could get to the... How far from the... No, I'm sorry, by the way, Rutu. I meant how far are we from that tree line in the forest?
Tree line is probably 15, 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe
Okay.
30 at most. I'm not saying I'm against what I think maybe we should, but I also am a little delirious right now from being God-stricken, I suppose. But
Yeah, let's go to the forest. We can stay on the outside of it so that we don't have to worry about predators on the inside.
Okay.
Onward.
Well. Let's have a new set of rolls. If everybody's staying on the same job, roll the same thing. Philo, if you would like, you can assist Rutu with survival, and Rutu can just roll with advantage.
I need to think about something real quick and look at something.
Okay.
I need to probably roleplay my character. And he would probably be doing some kind of medicine check or something on himself, but also on the people around him, looking to see how they're feeling as well, and seeing if he would think that they should eat more food or dad shit.
Sure. Make a medicine check then.
I wouldn't be doing Arcana since we're taking a detour away. What I would be looking for would be I don't know. It might be survival. It might be something else. I'm not sure. But I would be trying to look for trees that might be a little easier to like build a small lean-to up against.
I
don't know if that'd be nature.
I would take nature.
investigation, or-
I would take nature, or I would take survival.
Okay, I'll do nature.
Okay.
17.
So first things first. Philo, your observation of the people around you shows that everyone's just getting kind of tired. Generally, like, you can see the signs of like people just kind of pushing through muscle fatigue and stuff like that. You get the impression like if you go more than another hour or two of like traveling through heavy terrain, you're gonna see some people become like exhausted. Now that's not necessarily the end of a of a hike or anything. So a lot of people just push through and keep going. But I think you get the impression that there will be some pretty heavy fatigue happening. But other than that, I think you get the impression that people are hale and hearty.
Would anybody look like they need help more than another person because of who he is? Or what he would do if you would say that?
Probably yourself more than anybody.
Okay. He literally looks at the group. He look all right. And then he like puts his hands out and they're like he's been sitting in a bathtub and they're all wrinkly and old and just disheveled because of the rain.
Absolutely. Everybody's got pruny fingers at this point.
He feels his head and his head's pruny because he's bald on top and there's extra wrinkles from the pruniness on his head. Oh, God. I'm going to drown in my own skin. We have to hurry. Can we start walking, please? Please, I don't like to rush people, but I'm might be melting, literally.
Well, no, we've been moving.
But a god touched me too, and I don't know.
Take time, Philo. Take time.
What a day.
Yeah. Okay.
And
So,
trudging into the tree line.
yeah. Amarin, you and Enya haven't really noticed anything super out of the ordinary. Koha, it's been really hard to like keep track of like where that sort of like moldy sludge is sort of moving as you begin to move away from the river. Belwyn, while you've been keeping an eye on the trees, you have, however, been noticing that sludge around as you are moving into the forest area. You've been seeing it a little bit more. The trees don't look super healthy here.
This might not be our best idea, but I don't know if we have another choice. And I'm point out, and probably to Kohas, we've been traveling next to each other. It's getting worse. It's not just the river.
So hold on, you're saying that the farther we go towards this tree line, the worse this is getting?
As you say this, Philo, I want to just clarify, is it still you and Rutu in the front?
Yes.
Both of you please make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Oh boy.
Okay, so my species has an ability. Can I use that ability to make myself proficient in dexterity saving throws?
Let me see. I don't even remember the ability that I gave these at the moment. It was a while ago. Let's see. So, are you talking about Beast Instinct?
Correct.
Okay. So Beast Instinct allows you once per long rest to tap into your feral heritage for a burst of primal prowess. For 1 minute, you can add your proficiency bonus to strength, dexterity, or constitution saving throws, and you can choose when to activate this feature. Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Now, without manipulating the character sheet and like editing it to make me proficient in it, can we just add the
just add
proficiency bonus when I roll it? Okay.
Just add it 2. Okay, a 19. Rutu.
And a non-natural 1.
As you are moving along, you notice, just in the nick of time, a tripwire. Philo, however, does not notice it. Walks through the tripwire, and you see Philo basically stumble a moment and fall into a pit.
Philo?
Okay, let's see how bad this goes. I need to make a roll real quick. Ooh, okay. Philo, as you begin to fall down this pit, you see several spikes at the bottom. And oh boy. Let's see. Oh fuck. This is nasty. Can I do it this way?
Oh no.
Please don't kill our cleric.
Well,
Can I activate it like this? Okay. Let's see.
Can I? Nope, I can't. Never mind. I have inspiration.
So here's the deal. That's something you got to keep an eye on because we've already initiated the action.
Yeah, we're already past it. That's exactly why I said it and then cried in my mind.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I already know. I'm already falling.
I would have absolutely allowed it. So, okay.
This might be better for this situation that's coming up anyways, to be honest with you.
I'm hearing so many dice rolling right now.
Okay.
Does a 75 kill you?
He's got armor on though too.
Okay.
He's got armor on.
Philo, as you begin to fall into the pit, you see several rudimentary-looking spikes below you. You fall in, and unfortunately, you are going to take 7 piercing damage and 3 bludgeoning damage from the fall.
Okay.
So
10 in total, correct?
yes.
Mm-hmm.
So the wire, which is probably like I imagine something like fishing line, like something fairly substantial and heavy, get tripped. And Rutu, you catch yourself and you go to like reach out to stop Philo, but Philo is just about even with you in stride, and he walks through and he just sort of tumbles over this tripwire and begins to fall into this pit. You hear this scream and sort of this clatter as he clatters along the spikes in this pit that's probably about like 10 feet or so deep.
Philo!
Philo?
Get.
Philo?
I run up to the pit and use a bonus action. I grow to a large size version of myself and reach down with extra 5-foot reach to pull him out.
What does this look like?
Belwyn, as he's running forward, grabs his hammer and hits himself in the chest and begins to stretch and grow as his armor seems to envelop him. His helm closes over. You don't see Belwyn anymore. You just see armor that is now about 12, 15 feet tall and takes up a 10-foot square as he runs over and reaches down with the 5-foot reach this grants him and just pulls this thin old cleric out of the pit.
Bell? What?
What? He's just screaming. He can't help it. That hurt really bad. Even my dog's whining about it.
But Philo, are you okay? I'm gonna run over to Philo.
No, ow, my back. I don't have any piercings, but my back. Why, could have just pierced me, could have killed me, but no, my back.
You all right?
Do you by chance, does anybody have a potion?
I don't, but
you have potions, Philo.
I don't think I do. I think I gave it to Amarin.
And I drank it.
And I drank it.
Combat.
That's why I'm asking if anybody else has one. Thankfully, you have great
You
memories.
used both potions? You had 2.
Well, there might be one in the bag then, because
Yeah,
I
in the
only
bag.
have one.
It's like, I have one on me. And so you see Owen go to his larger backpack and pull out this small potion compared to his size. And here you go.
I'm going to do 2 things at the same time. Whack. Dyslexia just went upside down. I'm going to drink the potion, but as I'm drinking the potion, I'm going to start casting a spell because I know better as an old man that this is not good, that we just tripped a tripwire, which means somebody probably heard that tripwire, probably heard me screaming, so forth and so on, and I'm going to cast Emboldening Bond on the entire party for 10 minutes.
I have given you a potion.
Oh,
That
thank
should
you.
have a pop-up. There you go.
We drink, hold on, drink that damn thing, drink her down.
That's a greater healing potion.
Yeah,
That's the only potion I had on me.
Okay.
But that was kind of perfect, though.
It didn't do nothing.
Yeah. You'll have to.
Yeah, I'm maxed now, so it's fine. And then, go ahead.
But Belwyn?
Looking down. Yes?
Keep your eyes open. And he, it gets real wild around us, by the way. He's drinking the potion, but as he's drinking it, there's wild colors coming off of him, and it just starts piercing and going into all of you. Because I can forge an empowering bond among people who are at peace with one another, and I hope we're all at peace. I should ask that first.
Think so?
Actually,
Yeah, I would think so.
I hope so.
It's actually important.
I want all of you to die, actually, so it doesn't.
Yeah, you never know. See, this is why you ask.
Yeah, Rutu's cool with everybody but that fucking owl.
All right, so the owl doesn't get emboldening bond. No, I'm just kidding. As an action, you choose a number of willing creatures. I'm going to choose everybody in the party, only in the party. And this can include yourself, including me. Equal to your proficiency bonus, you create a magical bond among them for 10 minutes. Or
You only choose 2 people then, because our proficiency bonus is 2 right now.
Yeah.
The number of
equal to
people
your
you can
proficiency bonus.
choose is equal.
Oh, is 2. Oh, I thought it was everybody in my radius. That reads weird.
It will be at higher levels.
Yes.
When you level up, it will. But yeah.
You create a magic bond with them for 10 minutes, or until you use the feature again. And while bonded to the creature within 30 feet, you and the other creature can roll a d4 and add the number of the roll to an attack roll or an ability check or a saving throw it makes. Each creature can add a d4 no more than once per turn. And that means I can only pick 2 people, and he wouldn't pick himself. So he would probably pick the 2 people that look the most exhausted, which I'm pretty sure was Rutu and Belwyn. So I'm pretty sure as soon as I started drinking that potion, it almost looked like I was drinking it, and then something was like coming out of my belly button into you, and then another one coming out of my back into Rutu. Just no. The potion's kicking in. Oh,
That was a good one.
What was that? Did you give me?
The greater. I saw you
What?
kind of impaled, and I didn't want you to bleed out.
You gave me a
This trap
greater?
means someone else might be here.
Fair.
Smart.
Yeah, as you say this, there is a sort of clattering sound, like I imagine sounds like a bunch of tin cans being rattled together.
Back away from pit.
I'm gonna
Sounds
help
like an
Philo
alarm.
up and move back.
I'm gonna pull out my crossbow and just start looking around, seeing if we can see any signs of anybody.
Yeah, you can see in a bunch of like medieval areas, one of the ways they would find traction when like there were muddy areas would just be to essentially take planks of wood and kind of just pound them into the ground to give you a little bit of traction. You can see there's kind of like several of these maybe 50 feet away from you, kind of like leading northeast into the forest.
Where did it sound like those clattering cans or whatnot came from? Same direction?
Yeah.
What else
Where-
is here?
I don't know if we're in any place to look for danger. Should we leave?
I think if we turn our back, whatever that was, and it's probably been about a minute now, and after a minute, I shrink right back down to normal bell size and kind of pull the helm off.
We don't have much time, though, and I feel much better. In fact,
Good.
weirdly much better. Like I could run. So,
If we turn our backs, whatever did this will likely just be behind us anyway.
well, they're going to be
And we
looking in
need
the
to
pit,
rest.
though, too.
Yes.
They're going to be looking for something in the pit. So, if they're going to find us anyways, should we just
kinda
prepare
motion
ourselves?
behind me. Oh, yes, absolutely. I motion behind us with the clearing that basically goes
Yeah.
to the river. It's like, we'll be seen. We can't hide.
So what do you want us to do, Belway?
Get ready. Potentially go at least closer so we're not getting sniped at by the inevitable crossbows that are going to start firing.
Do you think we have enough time to cover the trap back up?
I don't think
No.
it matters. They'll know that we've that was an alarm trap you just heard. They know. It's too
Well,
late.
They're going to
Would you
think
think-
someone's in there.
Or to think if they approach for attack, perhaps talk,
We can try. But my
just
guess is
looking for a
bandits.
place to rest. But if fight,
How much of that
Then
stuff do we
fight.
see around us, Whack?
What stuff?
The bad.
Oh, the fungus gross
Oh.
that I was noticing.
Give me, I mean, I will take either investigation or perception and you will get different answers. And if multiple people want to roll, you can do a group check or you could help and give
I mean,
someone
I'll
advantage.
help. I was already pointing out what I had found. So I can
I was
can
going to
help
do
with that.
perception, but if something's better, I was going to do perception. But survive, I mean, either one. What was the other one? Perception and what?
Investigation.
Investigation. Yeah, we shouldn't do that, at least not for me.
You can do a group
But I
check,
can help
'cause
you.
I want to look into
Mhm.
it as well.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Perception
Well, yeah.
for invest.
It's up to you guys what you want to do. If you do investigation will take longer, but potentially give you more information. Perception is quick.
Okay.
I'm very good at
Would-
investigation,
I
but
think we want to
that's
do
just
quick though, right? We're trying
Yeah,
to
perception.
do this before
Yeah.
we get followed or
Yeah.
hailed or
Mm-hmm.
perception.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh. Oh, that's nope. Okay, never mind.
Anybody re-roll it? With
I could.
Not that I
would.
can.
inspiration? Okay.
I will re-roll. I'll use my inspiration to re-roll.
is almost a 19.
Ooh. Okay.
I needed to use that. I've been sitting on that for a long time.
Okay, so let's see. Um, 56. Okay.
Oh yeah, the bond.
Doesn't include skill
oh,
checks.
yeah.
That's what I was looking at. It's
It
everything
does,
but
does.
skill checks.
Oh.
Saves,
Regular
abilities, and
ability
attacks.
checks.
Yeah, ability checks.
Okay.
Oh, ability and skill check.
Yeah, like a strength check or a dex, that sort of thing.
Yeah. I'll tell you what you do notice. It's hard to really say. You definitely see some of it around. It's hard to like gauge just how much. But I think the thing that you do notice, and I'm gonna say Belwyn is the one to notice this, is there's this kind of like red glow coming from the distance.
Like the forest distance or different direction?
In the direction of where the alarm and the rattling happened.
And that is, and sorry to clarify, was that the forest itself, or is that off to the side of the
In
forest?
the forest, yeah.
In the forest. Okay, that's what I thought. Just wanted to check. With that glow, I'm looking up above the trees to see if there is smoke, like it's a glow from a fire.
No.
Okay.
Make an Arcana check for me, please, Belwyn.
I was gonna say that I was about to be like, that sounds like a spell, and I was about to hit the deck, but then you asked me to do this. Another 14.
Somebody's definitely working a spell in the distance.
Spell over there, and I point, and then I crouch down, like, but I'm pointing in the
Maybe
direction of it.
Maybe like a few hundred feet away.
I
Something.
think we found our totem. We need
I'm
to.
gonna. Yeah.
It could be a totem. No, that's an act. Someone's actively casting. That's not
Let's
a totem.
not do anything. Just hold on. And I'm gonna have Enya fly up and towards.
I'm gonna walk up to Amarin as he's doing that, and I'm going to hand over this ammunition that I've been carrying.
Oh, thank you. What is it?
I got this off of somebody at the estate. I can't use it. And I gesture towards the crossbow. Maybe you can.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. And I'll put it into my quiver. And I'll close my eyes and start looking through Enya's eyes as they fly forward.
Yeah, give me a perception check, please.
I'd also like to have Enya go stealthily. So just to be noticed, someone must be there. So
And
it's like a
then-
stealth check first.
Yes.
And then, for what it's worth, coverage-wise, Rutu would like to take out a shield and place himself between the party and the glow.
Okay.
Stealth and the perception.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. Enya's kind of gliding tree to tree. Not out in the open and just kind of like circling overhead or anything like really obvious.
Yeah, I think, definitely through the trees.
The tree coverage is kind of sparse yet. It's not like the thick of the forest. But this would be very hard to notice, Amarin, unless you were specifically looking for something and there wasn't a red glow. There is a foliage-covered shack, dilapidated, and you see this sort of reddish glow emanating from there. There's some movement inside. How close do you want Enya to get?
Oh,
You're moving stealthily, so I'm keeping Enya
yeah,
about 50 feet away.
yeah, that makes sense. I think not too close. I think if no one's coming out of the shack, like if someone's coming out of the shack, I think I want Enya to like tell them so I know like if they're coming to us, for example. But if there's just stuff going on inside of the shack and it seems like anyone's leaving, I don't think I want to go too close. I think I'll actually have like Enya perch on a tree and just watch and wait for if anyone does come out of this spot. And I'll just be relaying what I'm seeing to the party here.
Is it only vision that you get from Enya?
I think I get vision and hearing. I think Amran becomes like blind and deaf to his position and only hears and sees through Enya. Let me check real quick.
Okay.
I'll just put it into the chat. Oh, he won't let me. Okay.
With the 22, I'm keeping the same score, by the way, for this perception check. I will say, what you get visually is you see at least 2 people in the shack.
I can see and hear.
Okay. Hearing would be minimal, because it is lightly raining.
Yeah.
It is lightly raining, but they're definitely... I will say you get the impression that it's kind of hurried speech.
Okay.
Visually, it's really hard to see them. There's minimal light in there. There's some like candles and stuff that you can see, plus that red glow. And you get just kind of vague shapes. It's pretty hard to see beyond that.
Okay. I think I'll relay this to the party. There's a shack, foliage for rooftops. I think that's where the glow is coming from. There are 2 people in there, it looks like. Can't make out much more than that, but they're definitely talking and seemed rushed, hurried about something. No one's left the shack yet, though. Enya's watching.
And we must make a quick decision. If they're not coming for us right away, that means we have time to go. But also, when I look at the group, I feel like it's pretty obvious.
What are we looking for here? We came here to rest, and clearly it's not a place to rest. I think we should leave.
I don't totally disagree with you.
Oh,
but we have to make the choice quickly.
I mean, that spell is cast, whatever it is. I don't know what that spell is, but it's something being cast. They clearly know we're here. It's either they're hostile, and if we turn, they're gonna attack us, or if we approach them, maybe they're not hostile. Maybe they're just panicked and worried.
But when I've got eyes on them, no one's coming out. If we leave now, we can leave.
What if they're together protecting something? Protecting something like a totem.
We can't see anything in the night, though.
The corruption, or the whatever, the blight, this stuff, it's worse closer to the woods. That could be them protecting a totem, which we need to take care of if that's the case. I don't really like it, but I think we need to go toward it. Hopefully they're not hostile. Maybe we could talk to them.
What about
I don't think we can ignore this.
We keep an eye out for traps. Is anyone good at that?
Rutu did not fall in pit.
Well,
I'm going
I'll
to
say
be
it now.
blind and deaf once I go back to look through Enya's eyes, so someone's going to have to guide me if we're doing this.
Okay, I can do that.
So wait, are we gonna sneak up here?
I don't think we can sneak. We're not. I've been getting most into the wide open. Like sneaking's not gonna work.
Well, if we're going to make the decision to go in there, we have to be ready, cautious. We only have. And he kind of looks around. I think we only have about 3 to maybe 4 more minutes on the spell I cast on you two. So we have to go now if we're going to go. So if we go, we can't go slow.
Then go.
Just walk. Don't run. If they're not hostile, then running will make them hostile.
What if there is more?
Walk.
Rutu will sheathe his trident, but still carry his shield on him.
Perhaps we make gesture of not fighting.
Yeah. Don't have to be fooling.
Should we all go?
Yes. I mean, I think that's...
Yes.
If it's bad, we don't want one of us caught out.
Wag, I have an important question. Because of that healing potion, that does not change my potential possibility of being exhausted, or does it?
It does not.
Yeah, we haven't hit exhaustion as a debuff yet, though.
We're really close, though. If we, there's only one worry I have, and I look at you, Belwyn, and Rutu. I know you're very gung ho, but the feeling from that potion only healed me. I'm still very tired.
Then even more reason for us to take care of this now. If we just try to camp here next to traps, it's a rock in a hard place.
Yeah.
If they want to fight us, then we kill them and take cabin.
Think about something real quick. Think about this logically. They have traps at night. It's not night, right? It's like before noon, right? Or is it night?
No, it's like
afternoon.
It's afternoon.
Yeah, 3:34.
Light rain.
The one thing,
it's it's that kind of like it's a little chilly, like light rain. Kind of middle of the afternoon, or getting later into the afternoon.
Well,
we need to go.
And I smile real big at Belwyn. I remember what I said to you in the room. So, lead on.
I grab Amarin's hand. Rutu, would you take the front, please?
Mm-hmm.
I'll watch the back.
And so I'm now leading Amarin physically behind Rutu.
Okay. Rutu in the front with Belwyn and Amarin following, Philo, and then Koha. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very well. Rutu, please make a perception check. As you continue, you see more of those sort of wooden slats sort of pounded into the ground, as well as another tripwire. You stop before you walk through.
Another tripwire.
Okay, good catch.
Should we mark? Should we destroy? Should we walk around?
I think going around, it might trigger another alarm.
Yes, they probably will know someone's coming if they continuously hear it going off. They probably assume that somebody's in the trap right now.
If we have to make hasty escape, Rutu leave X in dirt as reminder to look out here for tripwire.
Okay.
And Rutu will take out his trident and make an X in the dirt.
Sure thing.
Onward.
This whole time, I'm watching the shack through Enya.
There's definitely like some hurried chatter. It's low, like you can tell it's low on purpose. Yeah. And you swear you think you see one of them grab the other one by the probably by like just some kind of clothing. It's hard to make out at this distance, but you see one of the others kind of like roughly sort of grab the other one and shove them a little bit and point towards the red glow.
Okay. So is the red glow coming from the house, the shack?
It's inside, yeah.
Oh, inside the shack. Okay, so pointing at the red glow inside
the shack is all dilapidated and broken to shit. Like part of the walls have collapsed. There looks like there's a few barrels. It's from what you can tell, it's very dilapidated, but it's covered in like foliage. Some of it looks intentional, some of it doesn't.
Okay. I guess my other question is, and maybe this could be retroactive as I was flying through, but definitely around in this area, is there any animal life?
You can probably hear some birds and stuff, but it's minimal. There's not really like a lot of animal life. With that 22, I will say that Enya probably saw in there's like a little bit of wetlands around, And I imagine that you can probably see through Enya's eyes, like there was a few like dead rodents near some of the water.
Okay. I think I'll say this out loud. I don't hear any response because I'm looking and hearing through Enya, but I will say, in a hushed tone, there are a lot of dead critters around. Not much animal life in this forest in general. It might be the sludge.
Rutu, just ahead of you. I would say you are probably maybe like 30 feet away from this cabin at this point. You swear you saw something moving in the bushes up ahead around the cabin.
Would I be able to determine how big the thing was that was moving?
Yeah, like person size. Medium.
Stop here. Rutu sees something in bushes. Perhaps we use this time to talk.
Yeah. Be ready, though. And I squeeze Amarin's hand twice. And I maybe pull them out of it.
You got about 1 minute left on your spell, Phaelin.
Mm-hmm.
I'll retreat from the vision through Enya, seeing as we're not too far away at this point. Okay, so what's the plan?
We can try to talk, see, but I have a feeling that's the totem in there.
Perhaps we spread out just a little.
Yeah, not be clustered.
Okay. I'll start moving around to get closer to where Enya. I think
Don't go closer to that bush right there, Rutu. See that bush move.
Okay.
I'm not exactly one to talk, so if we want to try to do this peacefully, someone should speak up, otherwise...
Rutu will speak. Greetings. Rutu mean no harm. Rutu want talk. Rutu tired. Rutu and friends need rest. Rutu make good soup. Rutu can share, if not
Say anything,
dicks.
Wack, we can't hear you.
Hurry up. Get on with it. What was that? Did you hear that? Rutu, did you hear that? We have to...
Too soft.
They're doing something. I think they're hurrying.
We have to move. We have to... Rutu, come here.
Guys.
Come here. Rutu, down, come here.
Yes?
I think they're casting a spell. We need to move now. We need to move now.
You feel your spell
No.
expire, Philo.
You are no longer protected by me. But we need to move now. We need to just go.
Rutu will walk closer to the cabin, to the door to the cabin.
As you begin to walk closer, you see the bushes begin to sort of come alive. And it's at this point that I shall bring you over here. You can position yourselves as you think you were positioned before we begin.
Well, if Enya's over there, I said I move towards where Enya pick up camp, so I'll move.
I just rudimentally placed Enya there, but you can move Enya to where
okay.
you think
Where was
makes
the bush?
sense.
There's like
Yeah,
the
I think
bush
that
that
would've
was
been
off
like-
to our left, right? That had the rustling that was heard.
Over here.
Okay.
Where's the front door that Rutu would have been walking towards?
Well, I imagine the path would have led you
Okay.
to there. Yeah. Whoa. Amber.
Oh. I don't-
Did you
'cause
mean
I
to
think
do that?
Enya, yeah, because I had Enya roots in a tree, and I seen it's a tree, and then I said Amarin just went over to where Enya would have been.
I legitimately would be wherever Belwyn goes at this point.
Now,
Yeah, I know that
did you do
Rutu
that?
moved ahead.
Sorry, hold on, Amarin.
No, you're good.
Before you did that, I need to
Yes.
know, you were doing that when Rutu was speaking?
I think it was after. I think it was before Rutu had spoken because we said that we should spread out first, right? And then Rutu went up
Okay.
to talk.
Oh.
So then I'm gonna have to retcon a little bit. Rutu, you
Okay.
would not have gotten to speak. As you started to speak and Amarin began to move, we would have had you probably back here a little bit
Okay.
because Amarin would have been attacked. Okay. Let us get into an encounter. Okay. Let's set this up. Need to add Enya. And
What do you mean werewolf?
as you begin to walk to the east of the map, Amarin, you see a sight of one of these people begin to get very hairy.
This is just a note to the group. If anybody decides they think it's important, I can switch whatchamacallits with you, and I got a 3. So if you feel like you need to
that's
go
right.
later, you can
You
switch.
can switch
with
with
me.
Enya if you want. Enya rolled a nat 20.
Oh, yeah, if you want to go
I'm not
first.
gonna. Yeah, I have this sneaking suspicion, as much as I hate saying this, that maybe you don't want Enya to have that situation happen to her right now. That's what my gut tells me. I don't. Would you want me to switch with her? I feel like that's up to you.
You can if you want. I don't have any. Yeah.
Is
you can
it
switch
actually up to me?
I think
I
it's
think
two
obviously
willing
you'll be-
subjects.
Yeah, it has to be a willing person,
Oh.
obviously. But I
So-
can say no.
I would swap.
First
Oh,
things
I'll just
first.
swap with you.
Yeah, I'll swap with you, Philo.
Yeah, first things first. Amarin's going to be attacked as they're getting into position.
Surprise attack.
Yep. Okay.
And Whack, I think you have to change that stuff, but no rush.
Can you be more specific?
Oh,
With-
the encounters.
you're switching with
Sumi
Enya?
and- With Koha.
With Koha, okay.
Yep.
Okay. So you want to go before Koha?
I would
with-
swap places with.
Oh, we would swap
Philo.
places because we switch initiatives when I roll. That's how that
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
works.
but I'm just clarifying. You want to go before Koha?
Yes.
Okay.
You're such a. You're a. You why you gotta say it like that?
That's how Whack is.
I offered Enya.
Well, I don't know if that's better, to be honest with you.
I mean, having 3 people who can actually attack up first of Enya who can't attack makes more sense.
That word doesn't really work with my character.
I mean, but you still make an action, and all Enya can do is give advantage.
Oh, you can't. He could like.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah, I
Enya
can-
Willing
couldn't.
ally, and Enya's an ally.
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean, I could
okay.
technically switch with Enya if you don't want to switch down there. That's not a problem. We just have to tell Whack now.
So first things first.
Yeah.
The bush begins to move, and Amarin, as you're getting into position, these vines begin to try to constrict around you.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry, I need to switch to normal mode. I rolled a 15 though, and sorry, I will make that visible. There you go. Which is a miss. Amarin, you see these vines begin to emerge from the ground below you, and you manage to get out of the way. And now
God damn it.
we will enter combat. It's Enya's turn first.
It's Enya's turn. How far away is... Perfect. I'm gonna have Enya fly in, swoop in towards the person that just attacked me, and give the help action as they scratch and slash at this person. This is it vines or what does this thing look like?
It does look very familiar to you, Amarin. You've seen a creature like this before.
Cool.
It sort of looks like a mess of vines in a vaguely humanoid shape, just kind of extends its vines towards you in a menacing fashion.
Probably recognizing it even before Amarin does, and it recognizes this thing as a thing that terrified Emery. Has to be weeks ago at this point. And flies in, swoops in, laying out a loud. I don't know what owls do. I think owls are actually silent when they're hunting. They don't hear anything. They just swoop down,
and they hunt their silence,
slashing and clawing at it with its talons to give the help action to whoever attacks it next. And then we'll fly back another 5 feet again. And that'll be Enya's turn.
Okay. Philo.
Hello, I'm
Your
reading
concentration on your spell is over. You can go to the effects page to end that spell. Or no, I'm sorry. You should be able to... Where the fuck is it?
It's just right-click on the token, I believe, and then assign status effect.
Yep.
Does it actually have it on them right now?
No, it's on you.
I don't think it does.
You've got some kind of concentration going right now.
I do. What do I got going on?
Oh,
Yeah, if you right-click, it's the second column, first one.
So if you go, if you go to the effects page, effects tab, there is a temporary effect at the top you can disable.
Oh, it's from the good and evil from earlier. The first thing I'm going to do is roleplay this out for a second. Belwyn. I know, Belwyn, I know you're focused, but look at me. And I put my hands on his shoulders and I touch his face real softly. Just do me a favor. I already know you're going to be foolish because this is your family and your sister's gone. And I start casting Warding Bond on him. And just know you're a little stronger and you can take a little more. So give it your all. And I've got your back. And I just turn him around myself and I kind of push him a little bit. And then I'm going to cast that on him. And then that actually is Shield of that's a concentration spell, correct? Yes. The one I'm doing right now, Warding? I thought so. I just wanted to make sure.
Warding versus... Wait, what?
Warding, because I wanted to see, because Warding Bond is the second level spell, but I also have Shield of Faith. So I was trying to figure out if I could have Shield of Faith up while I have Warding Bond up, which I think I can, because Warding Bond is or is not concentration.
Warding Bond is not concentration. Okay. Shield of Faith is concentration. And you can't...
Yep, that's what I thought.
You can't cast two spells that use spell slots on the same turn.
Mm-hmm. Okay. One's a bonus action, though.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
They changed the rules. Basically now, you have to. It would have to be a cantrip. You could do a cantrip bonus action or cantrip action and a bonus action spell slot, but you can't do both. So,
what the
cast
hell?
whichever you'd like.
There it is. It disappeared off my sheet. Oh, that was cool. Ooh, I like that.
Ooh.
And then that is my turn, and I'm not going to be moving.
Okay. I don't know if the Warding Bond actually got applied, Amarin.
It didn't. It did a fancy, but then didn't go on me, it looks like.
Yeah, I can't actually apply that to you, but you get a +1 to your AC in saving throws and resistance to all damage.
Okay. I will make sure to...
I also take the same amount of damage each time you take damage.
Okie doke.
You take full damage?
Yeah, that's wild.
It says
You take
Also,
the
each
same-
time it takes damage, you take the same amount of damage. The spell ends if you drop to below 0 hit points or if you or the target becomes separated by more than 60 feet.
They take half damage. So if like 10 damage comes to Belwyn, Belwyn takes 5, and that means Fhaelin will take 5.
Yeah.
Basically, the damage is half split.
Is that how that works?
Yeah.
It doesn't say that.
Wording is very.
It doesn't say that.
But you don't take the
'cause of
damage because you have
resistance?
the resistance.
Because of resistance, yeah. So
Right,
you
right.
take the
It's
same amount of
worded
damage.
horribly.
Yeah, it's. I was like, trying to read it.
They're it's just a small little indie company, guys. You got to give them some slack.
Yeah. Okay. Is that it for your turn, Phyla? Okay. It is Amarin's
Don't go
turn.
too far away.
I think immediately upon recognizing this, again, maybe a second after Enya does, as they see their owl sweep into this creature, Amarin recognizes that this is the same type of thing that attacked the estate all those days ago. And I think on instinct, again, you feel it. You probably see it first, the kind of singeing of the grass around Amarin, as immediately I'm going to invocate fire. As a bonus action, I believe.
Yeah.
There we go. As I draw my, I think, crossbow out. No, I'm gonna go with longsword. As I draw my longsword out, and then as an action, I'm gonna swing. I'm gonna swing at this guy in front of me. There we go. And I'll cast True Strike to swing at this guy in front of me.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, with advantage. I'll actually roll that again. Hold on. Damn, worse. 11 to hit.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is a miss. You go to strike Amarin, and it's probably something just simple. Like you probably just lose your footing just a little bit. Like it's wet here, and even with your mass, it's just kind of like it's a little slippery, and you just kind of slide in the mud a little bit, and the strike goes slightly wide.
Damn it. And that'll be my turn. For bonus action.
Okay. The one nearest to Rutu will sink its vines into the ground, and they begin to rush up towards you, Rutu. From 10 feet away. That is a hit with a 20. And first the damage, and then you become grappled. Okay, you're gonna take 5 damage, and you are now grappled. The vines surround your legs, Rutu, and you feel them squeezing and crunching your bones. The one next to you, Amarin, will continue its assault on you. Ooh. Yeah, it's not too bright. You're the immediate threat. It's gonna do this. It will try and constrict around you again with its vines. That is a miss with a 6. Okay. Inside the shack, you hear.
Continue your work.
And let's see, that's bonus action, and then they come rushing out. 20. Let's see. They're going to use their whole movement, probably, to go after the first person they see, which is going to be you, Amarin.
Damn it.
They're going to use their whole turn to get to you. They're sort of like sprinting, and then they switch to like all fours, and that's sort of like, you know, how those werewolves just fucking start to like use the ground as well. Like you've seen Rutu maybe move in a more bestial way as well. This person is starting to move in that sort of bestial way as well. And they're sort of like clamoring at the ground, rushing towards you. And that is it for their turn.
Making she's a wolf.
Okay, I'm just gonna do a roll in the background here. La 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 la. Ooh, okay. Belwyn, it's your turn. You see the red light pulsating?
Yeah, I do. Okay. I'm looking here. Yeah, as a bonus action, I will once again make myself rather large. I tap my armor once again and grow to a large-sized Belwyn. I do take up a 10 by 10 square. Not that this easily shows that, but my movement speed is not penalized. And I will take a double move action to get into the shack. It will put me past this creeper. I don't know if it's constricting, it's able to do anything with that.
Good question.
Yeah, usually when you're grappling, you can't.
No, you can still attack. You just have disadvantage.
Yep,
I'm
it
pretty
gets
sure.
to attack still.
But with disadvantage?
Nope, just a regular one.
Okay. Well, I will be moving. Okay, I would be there.
Now, what is your current size?
Large.
Okay, I didn't know because you were small, right? And then
Correct. It brings me up to large.
Okay,
From
gotcha.
small or medium goes to large.
Gotcha.
Flat.
You might get grappled here. Nope, it misses.
All right. Good. I just kind of clomp through this hollow sounding armor as Belwyn is moving forward and plops himself right, not next to immediately, but within a 10-foot range because I have an extra 5-foot reach now.
Excellent. Okay.
That is my turn.
Very well. Yeah, as you rush past, you see the wolf-like humanoid start to like turn towards you, and they distinctly do not look like a beast folk person. This person is much more like feral looking, I think, and sort of scraggly, and you can see like their clothes have been a bit ruined from this what appears to be some sort of transformation. Yeah, it's like not like it's not clean, you know, like somebody that would say be some sort of wolf beast folk. This person has sort of obviously transformed. Okay, as you rush past, no, they definitely like turn their attention towards you as you rush past. Okay, Rutu.
I'm going to attempt to free myself from the grapple.
Absolutely. You should be able to take the escape action.
Is it a DC check against? Do they have a DC for the grapple?
There's an actual action that you can take. So I
It is not listed in the actions page.
No, it's not.
So unless they have the special grapple, when I grapple, there's an inherent DC that they have to beat.
Yeah. So there is a DC of 12 that you need to beat right now. And this will be either a strength or a dexterity check.
Well, definitely not Dex, that's for sure.
That is a 23. Absolutely. So you are using your action to escape from this grapple. Until the grapple ends, target. So you will take, however, bludgeoning damage before this. Just one. Just one.
Okay.
I'll apply that.
Cool.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. And then
You are no longer grappled.
Rutu's like wrestling with the vines, and he finds like the core vine that's like all the other vines splay out from, and he grabs that and breaks the vine. And will move right here within the reach of this vine creature, and that will be the end of my turn.
Okay. Hola, it is your turn.
I will take a look around at these vine creatures and this werewolf that came clambering out of this hut. And I will move forward to this vine creature next to Rutu. And I'm gonna just start swinging.
Okay. You rolled that privately. You can,
switch
if you
it back.
click the 3 dots, you can reveal that.
I would like to
that's a
reveal
crit.
that.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
Definitely like to see that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Cool. I'm assuming I hit
Yes, absolutely.
and I do damage.
That's a critical hit.
Ooh.
Okay, very
12
nice.
damage. So I run up to where Rutu is, and I, while running, pull the battle axe.
Before you continue, did you roll that as a crit?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
There's options that pop up when you do roll a crit. To
Yeah,
roll
it
as
said critical hit.
Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep. So I run up and I unsheath the axe, and I just start slamming down the axe on it.
Okay. Very well.
Does that have the topple feature too? Looks like.
It does.
It does. I was just about to pull that up. So would it force them to make a con save throw, and it would also take that damage as well, but depending on if they were to make or break, they would be
proficiency. The prone condition, if they do become prone, happens after the damage, so you don't get both.
okay.
You got a crit anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Perfect. So they would need to make a con save.
Yeah.
For DC 12, it looks like. Proficiency plus strength.
Yes.
They make it.
They're 13.
Not,
they make it.
prone. It's just it's you hit it solidly, but it's kind of like a mess of vines. It's got like a weird center of gravity, you know. Like so when you go for the attack, you definitely see it like react. It doesn't yell out. It doesn't have a verbal response, but it does sort of like get hit by the immense pressure of the attack. Is that it for your turn?
And then I think, yes, that would be it for my turn. I would stay there.
Okay. Enya, new round.
Yeah, Enya sees a werewolf. Well, I don't think even we know as well. So it sees this wolf creature charge out, kind of flutters in the air for a moment before diving back down, and I think it flies straight past the wolf and to give the help action to take out this vine creature again, and then I think move in this direction after that. And that'll be all of Enya's turn as they claw past this vine blight.
Okie dokie. Philo.
The first thing Philo would do would be to yell, Belwyn! Is there a door on the other side to your left? And I'm asking if there's a door anywhere that he can see inside there, if he's able to hear me through everything.
I'll give it a thumbs up that I can respond.
I mean, yeah. I mean, this is all taking place within six. The entire round takes place within 6 seconds.
Yeah, just open wall, no door.
Open wall? Open wall. Oh, even better. I am going to move my 30 to, we'll say, oh, it's going to make a difference. Here. Awesome. And then I am going to use my action to dash and move another 30 feet.
Okay.
I'm going to move to here. And that will not be my turn. I want to make sure he's in range, though.
20 feet away.
For Shield of Faith?
He is currently 20 feet away from 25 feet away.
20 feet. Thank you. I was like, how did you know what I was thinking?
I can see.
I'm going to
I have eyes. I watched you measure.
I just want to make sure I look at something right for my potential bonus action and not mess this up. I'm going to take a bonus action to actually cast Sanctuary. Warding a creature within range who gets attacks, unit spell ends, so forth. Creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or a harmful spell must first make a wisdom saving throw.
Just
on the
be
failed
aware.
save. The creature.
Just be aware before you do this that if Belwyn attacks or does a spell or anything, it turns off.
Oh, it does. It does the same thing to you. Okay, that's good to know. In that case, I'm gonna cast Shield of Fail. Shield of Fail.
Oh no!
Don't do that. No.
I'm going to cast Shield of Fail.
I'm no longer with Project.
on our friend. I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on him. There you go. And it should have cast, but it didn't go off.
You do not have him targeted.
Oh, it didn't target him still? Dang it.
You gotta hover over him and push
targeted
T.
him.
There you go. Refund the resource and then just do it again.
Yep. I got you. Thank you. Sorry. I don't think it worked either.
There you go.
Oh, there it is.
Yep, that worked. That one actually
Just
did apply
slow.
to my AC. I still have to add the one manually, but that works.
Pass turn.
Okay. Hammering.
Yeah, let's see what I can do here. Seeing this wolf creature charge out towards me. Sure, why not? I'm going to very suddenly my head snaps towards the wolf, and as a bonus action, I'm gonna use Elemental Conduit. As I think for everyone else, they just see again the increase of heat coming from Amarin. But I think for the creature beside me, they feel like they've been dropped in a desert. For a split second, every bit of moisture in and around them disappears, and then all of a sudden they're back in this forest, in this wetlands, as I target them with my suppressing conduit, as I spend a channel point to do that.
Let's go.
So right now I'm enkindling, so they get a -1 penalty to all attack rolls.
Amazing. Okay. Let's see. I think you should be able to click that, and I think we can select.
Oh, do I target? Sorry.
I don't remember how I set this up. Let me check. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna do it manually. Alrighty. Excellent. Okay.
And then, as an action, I will grip my blade a little bit tighter, my buckler shield in one hand, blade in the other, and then plant my feet firmly into the ground. And I'm going to use Seismic Pulse, which is a species feature.
Let's go!
While standing on stone or earth, you have a bunch of saving throws that would try to move you or knock you prone. While standing on stone or earth, you may release a Seismic Pulse as an action. Creatures of your choice within 10 feet standing on the ground must succeed on a strength saving throw. DC 8 plus proficiency plus con, which right now I believe is a 13. 13. DC strength 13. Or take 1d6 damage or be knocked prone.
Excellent.
And this one me.
Okay. Let's see. Can I roll for both of them? Yes, I can. Success from the Vine Blight. And a natural 20 from the werewolf. Oh, no. They will. They take half this damage. Okay.
Yeah.
Selected. Half. There we go. Yeah. So Amarin, I think probably because it's muddy and like the earth is pretty loose, like there is that reverberation, that and we see like cracks probably form like in the earth nearby, but the mud kind of absorbs some of the reverberation.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Vine Blight next to Koa and Rutu will. Ooh, we could. You see it begin to cast a spell. Well, not a spell. I guess it's just a feature. Magical feature. Oh, it casts a spell. Okay. I think you see its vines begin to kind of like sort of glow like a bit, almost like a fluorescent sort of green, and maybe there's some red that sort of like starts to glow throughout the vines, and you can feel the ground rumbling beneath you, Koha and Rutu, as it will try to entangle you both. And let's see. It will do this right here. Need a strength saving throw from from Rutu and Koha, please.
14.
Save.
18.
Okay. The vines do begin to grow around you, but you both manage to just kind of shrug them off. Okay. That is it for that one's turn. The next one's gonna go. Let me get rid of this. And we can get rid of yours too, right, Amarin?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's bleeding myself.
All right. This one that is next to you, Amarin, will continue to trying to grab you with constricting vines. It's not too bright. $15 is a miss.
Again, I think knocking the vine out of the way of my buckler shield, just barely.
Okay. And then, the werewolf that is next to you, Amarin, I think is turned towards Belwyn
You did mention that.
Yeah, and is going to rush towards Belwyn.
I'm gonna attack it.
Yep, I figured.
I'm not letting it get past. Damn, that sucks. Because I can't cast a spell with my attack. It's gonna be like a flat strength. I'm probably not gonna do much damage. I'm gonna attack and I'm gonna try and grapple. Yeah, I'm gonna do an unarmed strike. Try to grapple it.
Okay.
Let's see if I make it. Okay, it's already targeted.
Oh,
let's go!
shit!
Fucking go!
You grapple it.
I was a little worried about that, not gonna lie.
I just lunged forward, and I think I just like fully grabbed it around the waist, holding it in place.
You see it like turns. It looks to like run, and you feel how powerful this creature is, Amarin. It rushes to try and sink its not only its feet into the ground, but its hands tear at the mud, and you just grab it, probably like around the waist or something, and it turns, and it will try to fuck you up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna try and scratch and then bite you.
Yeah. But when you owe me.
And I gotta read this because it might get pack tactics. Yep, it gets
no.
pack tactics advantage.
Nat 20.
Ooh, fuck. Ooh. Ooh.
Real quickly, I'll see you're within my view. I'll see you get like messed up. Like the claws reach down, like right before they make contact with your skin. Rutu will and reach out desperately towards you, and his arm will swirl with this foggy blue energy and shoot out towards you, and right as the claws are about to hit, they hit this fog, and instead of hitting you, they teleport through that fog, and the claws reach out of the fog and hit the vine that's right in front of Koha.
What kind of bullshit did you
What is this?
Excuse you?
Oh.
No way.
Oh my god. Okay. This is the first time I've
Wow.
seen this. Okay.
That's so good.
What?
That's so. What the hell?
Oh my god. I saw you roll this last session as well. I was like, what's a cloud ring?
And I quickly deleted it.
Yeah, I saw you did it. I was like, hold on a second.
So, just to be clear, what object is Amarin carrying with a rune on it?
The rune is on me. So the latent in my ancient armor, the old rusty chainmail armor that I have, has like these like bangles, like just small pieces of stone that have carvings into it. They're very similar looking
To the carvings on my shield and my swords and my weapons.
Make sure you put the item in there.
Yeah,
You can
drag
put
that
it,
armor
drag
right
it
in
into
that
the
slot.
chat. Okay. How many of those do you
damn.
get? You get one?
One a short
one
rest
rest
or
or
long
one
rest.
Want a short rest.
Ooh, that is fucking
That's
sick. Okay,
wild.
so
That's
you
super
hit
cool.
you hit this other creature instead. Holy shit!
It just
that's
says a
crazy.
creature.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
wild.
That is fucking crazy. Okay, yeah.
That's so cool. It doesn't even matter if they're like, yeah, you can just send it as long as it's in 30 feet of the attack. That's so wild.
Okay, this is a critical hit. This is fucking crazy.
God.
Okay, yeah. You see the cloud like basically, and the thing it goes to the wrong. It's like a 90-degree angle, you know, from where they were attacking, and just the cloud like, and the fucking claws just shred through a ton of the vines. This creature got so fucked up from this attack.
Which creature is it? Is it the vine creature in front of me or you?
It's in front of Kohanai.
Okay. My bad. Hold on.
That's perfect. It's better for it to be 2 on 2, so 2 on 1 here. So I'm not complaining about that.
Okay.
That's so fun. That 2 clutch rolls, honestly, in a row.
Do you need to undo? Did you take that damage, Amarin?
Yeah,
No, I
by
didn't.
accident.
Oh, did I?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
Oh,
saw
yeah, I
your
did.
health
So
drop
I
and went,
can-
ah.
I can make this up.
Sorry,
I didn't
do
take.
this.
I haven't taken any damage, so I could just put myself back up.
Yeah. Okay. This should be this. Sorry. Okay.
No worries. We're more than happy to take the weight for that.
Yep. And then, so the creature, this werewolf looks confused. What foul magic is this? And then rears back and tries to bite you, Amarin. Because it has multi-attack.
Because of course it does. I mean, it's a natural attack. Okay.
And this should be with advantage. Yep. Ooh.
At least not a crit.
It's not a crit.
This is a hit with a 23.
Is the -1 or it doesn't matter here, but is the -1 already incorporated?
No. So 22. Yeah.
It definitely doesn't matter here, but I just want just in case.
Yeah. Okay, and this is for 12 damage.
Ooh,
And
little big hit. And I roll my con save.
on save, please. Yes.
Yeah. No, just short. I lose concentration on my channel. My invocation.
And I need another Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, another. Okay. Oh, okay.
You're not
Okay.
a rock
24.
werewolf now.
A rock would be terrifying, actually. Now that I think of
Your
it.
rock sprouts fur, and it's weird.
Okay,
And it's weird.
that is it for its turn. Belwyn.
The cultist is before me.
Yes, I'm about.
Oh,
I'm
sorry, I
about
thought
to
you meant my
explain
turn.
what's happening.
My apologies.
Well, I
I thought you were like
appreciate
me
that.
go. I'm
Thank
like,
you.
ah.
I appreciate that. The cultist, who is wearing the same kind of vestments that you saw in the Ellenvere estate.
Similar to the symbol on the ground too.
The symbol is
It's
not.
like, I wasn't sure.
It's
Okay,
not
the
the
same.
same. No.
Okay, that's fine.
The cultist, however, is currently working on something to do with this symbol on the ground.
Might I ask, are they actively casting a spell?
Yes, they are.
They are in melee range, which does incur an attack of opportunity.
So they've been working on it. So they are. How shall I say? It takes time to cast.
Okay.
So I'm not sure how that
don't
works.
know,
They're
yeah.
basically continuing their casting of the spell here.
Yeah, I don't know how that works round to round for attacks opportunity.
I don't think it would trigger.
I don't think
probably,
it would.
We probably wouldn't because that would make sense that it wouldn't.
Yep.
That's why I was asking. Okay, so that there's not a new spell they're casting.
Yep.
All right.
They're just continuing work on this spell. They're looking very panicked though, seeing you and Philo rushing into this shack.
Mm-hmm.
And it is now your turn.
Yes, I am going to attack the hell out of them.
Also,
Okay.
I will say, casting a spell in melee doesn't trigger an opportunity attack. Unless you have an ability that does, but
No, I
rules
do
rarely
believe it
doesn't.
does. Melee specifically, you have to have feats for it to not warcasting.
I don't think so. The warcaster feat lets you cast with weapons in your hand, which you can't usually do.
Warcaster feat allows you to react and cast a spell
Oh, that's what I
like an attack of opportunity.
got it. I thought there was.
And it gives you
either way.
advantage on Constitution saving throws to maintain concentration.
Got it. Either way, I will
On the
still
spell.
attack them. I swing my fist at them, but midway through the air, a sledgehammer of arcane energy appears out of nowhere.
Yes!
That's fucking cool as shit.
You're fucking Barrett, dude!
And with a 23 to hit with this sledgehammer, does that hit them?
Absolutely.
I will roll for damage. It does 8 damage, and I would like to shove them 10 feet toward Philo.
Okay, yeah, you make full contact. Like, they are not trying to focus on defense. And yeah, you shove them away from the spell. As you do so, you can see the red glow just kind of like dim substantially. Doesn't go away, but it dims substantially.
Okay. I still have a move action. So I'm going to get entirely in front of them. I am taking that full 10 foot, the 10 foot square there. I am currently in between them and this spell. Or the, just probably like having to crouch slightly in here, which is very strange for Belwyn.
Okay.
And that will be the end of my turn.
Very well.
The hammer disappears the moment I am no longer attacking with it.
Okay. Still was cool as shit. Rutu.
I'm going to unsheathe my longsword, which I've done so well with in the past, and take a swing at this vine creature. Okay.
Sure to target them and go for it.
I have to wield it first because that's part of the attack action. And then target. $14.
That is absolutely it.
The sword will catch purchase. He'll say ferociously. And then... Okay. Max damage.
How do you destroy this vine blight?
As he'll swing down with this strangely shaped sword, the vines that are whirling about, attempting to potentially grapple us in the future, where they all originate from is this like tiny, thickly rooted mass, and he'll try to connect with that spot, throw his hips into it. The sword will go through the midsection of this vine creature, and then chunks of the vine will just spray off into the woods.
The creature cannot make any sounds other than the sounds of the vines sort of sounding like, you know, almost like saplings bending and creaking and tearing and ripping apart.
And then Rutu will move. Oh, I gotta... Okay, move. Right here.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna use my action surge. Okay. How can I expend it? Oh, use. Okay. Okay. I think I just have an issue with the window being popped out. 1 second.
Yes.
Let me bring it all up again. Okay. And then I will take another swing at the werewolf this time with the long sword. So let me target it.
That is a hit.
Excellent.
Okay.
And with sap, it has disadvantage on its next attack.
So
Okie dokie.
helpful with pack tactics. That's great.
Very, very helpful. Yep. Yeah, you can see Rutu, this creature is definitely hit by this attack. You can see that it's sort of like extremely feral. It's twisting and fast. And you definitely left like a wound on it, but it doesn't seem super worried about it. Okay. Is that it for your turn?
And then he will stand up after making purchase with this werewolf and then hit his shield twice with the sword and take a defensive stance. But yes.
Okay. Koha, it's your turn.
As the vine near us sort of wilts away, I would see that Amarin's been damaged.
You saw him get bit.
Yeah.
Like chunks of rock were pulled off of him.
Yeah. Let me see how far I can go. I would run past Amarin to kind of close the space between him and this werewolf.
Okay, so you would only be able to get there.
Oh wait, there. Yeah, okay. So I
Yeah.
could on the other side of him, or
Well, yeah,
there.
this
Oh
is
wait,
technically this is like difficult terrain. You're moving kind
I
of
see
through a
this.
tree right now.
I see that now.
Yeah.
Okay, so could I go next to Rutu?
Yes.
Okay, there. Okay, I see that now. And I would look at this werewolf and I'm gonna look at Rutu. Rutu. Please, if anything happens, just help. And I'm going to rage.
Oh, what?
What does this look like, Koha?
Next to Rutu is this werewolf. And as I look away from Rutu and shift towards the werewolf and this vine creature, I also would take a form of the beast. My arms would start to elongate. The hair that I have sort of around my shoulders would grow just a foot longer. And there would be these longer claws that come out of my hands. And I would look at this werewolf as my teeth begin to kind of sharpen. And I would just stare at them.
Yeah.
And
they're like
yeah.
they're like engaged with Amarin and like Rutu's attacking. They're a bit like wild, but as you begin to change, you see them like sniff the air and like turn towards you like a bit shocked.
Yeah. And I think that at that point I would probably grow and sort of stand and be about like 1.5 to 2 feet taller. Not massive, but much bigger than I was. And I would just immediately swing at that werewolf creature.
Excellent.
And I make sure.
This is so cool.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be a natural 20, dude. It was so close. It was so
Oh
close.
man. Oh, I saw it. 12.
Okay, yeah. You miss. The creature is just kind of like spinning around, avoiding Amarin and Vrutu's attacks as best as it can, and in doing so, it just manages to barely avoid yours as you reach out for the strike. Is that it for your turn?
Yeah, I would growl at it and I would just. Don't hurt my friends. That would be the end of my turn.
Okay, Enya starts the new round.
I think Enya's a bit stunned at what she just saw, but will fly overhead, I think. And I think this time, seeing everyone focusing on the wolf, the werewolf, give the help action before again, I think moving towards Belwyn, I think. Giving the help action on the werewolf.
Okay. Very well. On the werewolf. Got it. Okay. Philo, it is your turn.
2 questions.
Yep.
When he was casting the spell, was he saying words?
Yes.
Second question, when he was pushed into me from Belwyn, was he knocked prone or is he pushed into me?
Just shoved. Yeah. Just stumbled
So he's not
back
prone?
a bit. Yeah.
So I would assume that he probably at the 10 feet is either
They were definitely,
coming
by
into
the
me-
way, when Belwyn barreted him, like with a fist hammer, you definitely saw some teeth get launched.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I assume that they are just stunted. This breaks their spell casting, correct? No?
If it was a concentration check, they would have had to make something, but it doesn't necessarily mean it broke the spell.
I look over to Belwyn
My
as he's
answer to
coming
you
towards.
is you're not sure. You can investigate. You can use an action to figure that out if you'd like.
Oh, I'm good because
Okay.
I'm going to use the action to do something different. Belwyn, as the guy's coming towards me, and I get ready to catch him.
Yes.
Do you use your mouth to cast spells? And I'm like ready for this person to hit me.
Depends on the spell, but I don't need that for this.
Good. And I reach over to the guy that's in front of me, and I don't touch him, but I put my hands right above him, and I cast silence on him.
Okay.
I had 2 things I wanted to do for this turn, and one of them was happening, damn it. Well, technically, I guess it's in a circle. Let me actually see if it lets me put it somewhere. Oh, it does. I like that.
That makes you
Oh,
drop Should Have Faith, by the way. The Should Have
Yes.
Faith is
Yep.
no longer on Belwyn.
Yep.
That's okay. This is more important, I feel.
Well, I guess actually, then technically I would be fine right there. Is it? And there's a blue square underneath when I have it right there. Do you see, Wack?
Not until you actually place it.
I don't think there is, but I'm going to put it... What?
There it is. I see that.
There it goes.
So that will not hit you.
I thought so.
It will hit
So-
Belwyn, though.
Yeah, yep. And
It just goes quiet.
it's, yeah, like, that's what would happen, too. Like, when I put my hands in front of him, it's almost as if you see the shield start in front of him, and it's kind of like that wild crackle of, like, it's almost like ice sealing back up, and it cracks, but then it seals itself, cracks, seals itself, cracks, and then it domes over, and you'd almost assume he'd turn around and see it, I would assume, because it's huge, and all of a sudden it's just dead quiet. Like, you and Belwood in there, it's just your guys' heartbeats and blood running
Not even
and
that.
breath. Yeah. Like, oh, yeah, because they wouldn't. Yeah.
It's like the void, dude.
That's got to be so terrifying.
It's not
And,
even a sensory deprivation chamber. It's like space.
Yeah.
Your shit.
That is my turn. Oh, also, it is my turn, but then he's got to do something else, I'm pretty sure, doesn't he? Got to roll against
well-
my charisma, or is that until their turn?
They don't have to roll anything for silence. As long as they're in the space, they are silence.
Yeah, it just goes off as long as they're in the space.
Oh, that's because I was reading a different spell I was considering doing. So we're good. I'm done with my turn then.
Okay. Amarin.
I'm trying to decide if I want to swing on them or risk I'm gonna do it. Why not? I think I'm still grappling this werewolf. I haven't let go. I'm going to take an action to do this one more time. I'll take a bonus action first to invoke my flames again, and then for an action, I will once again use a seismic pulse on me. There you go. Because I can choose the creatures, so it doesn't affect Koha and Rutu. As you see the ground just beneath the vine creature and the well begin to rumble and shake. Let's make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
Damn it!
They
Make
succeed.
it, break it.
It will take half the damage.
What about does the
roll the
minus one
damage.
also to saves or just their attack rolls?
I lost concentration on that.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just one.
Yeah, yet again, you're kind of like limited by the mud. It just kind of like, you can see, reverberates around this creature a little bit, but it doesn't seem to do much.
Yeah. How about a blight? Divine blight.
The vine blight. Yes, sorry. It needed to make a roll as well, and I did not have it selected.
I'll
Also
make it. Good
succeeds.
damn it.
Gonna take half.
Take more damage. But that's fine.
Apply it to the
And that will be my turn.
Okay. Alrighty. The vine blight that is still up. Is going to I imagine probably try to help the werewolf to break free from the grapple.
Damn it.
Yeah. And it doesn't really know what it's doing. It's kind of like attacking you. You know, it doesn't understand that it's trying to help, but mechanically it is helping. Okay.
Yeah.
The werewolf will try to break free of this grapple.
I don't even know what my DC is, but I'm pretty sure it's less than 10.
$15.
Yep. I have a negative in strength, so I'm pretty sure that makes it.
Okay. Breaks free from the grapple and will an escape is not an attack. It doesn't get its multi-attack,
Escape's an action, I think.
right?
Hold on, yeah.
Yeah.
It will then use a bonus action and shift into a more lupine form as it shapeshifts into a medium wolf. Okay. Yes, the creature turns into a wolf and sort of like fully transforms into a wolf and sort of like takes stock of the situation and will try and run.
That's 3 reactions?
The
Yeah.
reaction. Well, I'm gonna grapple this thing. I'm gonna try and grapple this thing again. Let's see.
Is there a button for opportunity attacks, or does it have
No,
a
you
thing?
just do
You
your
just
normal.
action.
Yeah.
Target and attack, yeah.
Attack, yeah. Oh, I can just. It's a grapple button. Oh, damn, that's cool.
Okay, now I need to check because I think its stats are different now. A miss from Rutu with a natural 1.
Not Rutu. No, oh, Rutu, yeah, but advantage. Because Enya gave the help action on the wolf.
Ah, go again. Still a miss.
No.
I am going to try and grapple the wolf.
Well, wait first.
Oh, wait.
Let's do Amarin's.
Okay.
Okay. Gonna do a dex save. I'm gonna roll from here. Did that roll? No, not in that roll. Why not? Okay, I will have to do it manually. Natural 20.
No.
Does not get grappled by Amarin. Koha.
Yeah, I will try and grapple it.
Okay. Same roll. Oh! That is a grapple.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, the wolf escapes from Amarin, but Koa, we see your hand like reach into frame and like grab the creature by the scruff of the neck with your claws. And you hear this as you
anywhere.
grab it. Okay. And yeah, that's unfortunately all it can do there. Okay.
Absolutely terrifying.
Alrighty. The cultist will say nothing because they're silenced. You can see them gesturing like kind of wildly. And you can see that they're trying to like scream, and they realize what's going on, and then they will move and try to run. I imagine probably this way because Belwyn's not that way.
Well, I can still attack of opportunity that guy.
Yeah. But yeah, they're gonna try to rush. So you just hear nothing, and then. Okay, Belwyn, you can make an attack of opportunity there as they try to get out, and Philo as well, technically.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. I was trying to see if I could do my.
Muted by the way.
Sorry, I unmuted.
Unmuted?
Yeah, I unmuted.
Oh, I'm going to try to grapple, by the way, when they try to run. I'm not going to basically to try to close on him to keep him in the circle.
Okay. Let's see. Philo's initiative is first, so we'll do Philo's grapple first.
Yep.
Okay.
So basically target them, the cultist, and then do an unarmed strike. And one of the options will be to grapple.
Yep.
Okay. Well, they're super good at these rolls.
I bet.
Oh,
They were.
20.
Well, you don't have to roll that,
No.
Philo. They have to roll the save.
oh, that was a cultist roll.
Oh.
Okay.
I thought
The
they threw it
cultists
18. I was scared.
Failed. Are you grappling them or knocking them prone?
I'm basically gonna knock them back prone within the circle when they try to go. Like, I'm pretty much like, what would they would do is I'd hear the and as soon as their face came out,
You wouldn't be able to knock them back into the circle because technically this happens as they're running past you. So right here is where that would happen. So you can either grapple them or knock them prone in that location.
Depending on how I hit them too.
Yeah.
I'm going to just knock them prone so that they have disadvantage on anything that they
Okay.
try to do.
They are now prone. Owen.
Yes. I'm going to, as they are trying to get out of my range, so they would still be in the cone or in the silence at this point when I'm swinging. And yeah, I just kind of, since it's like 6 seconds each, I'm probably still like mid swing forward, and now I'm backhanding as the hammer reforms, and we'll see if it hits them.
You should have advantage, right?
Yes, they are prone.
Okay. Does a 16 hit anyway? I should roll for advantage anyway because of
it might get a
potential
crit.
crit.
Yeah.
Alright, 17.
Yep, that is damage. Give us some damage.
Okie dokie.
Nice.
Are you trying to kill them?
If this kills them, yeah.
How do you kill them?
They get golf clubs swung into the middle of the cone of silence, as that was my plan, was to knock them back into the silence. It is a large, sickening thump, as it is a sledgehammer, and it just cracks them right into the center and probably breaks a number of things.
Yeah,
Very quiet death.
I imagine their head turns the wrong way.
Probably. Maybe or the spine or something like that.
Horribly twisted and broken, they fall.
And completely silent from both of us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And
there's
then
just you hear the initial crunch and then silence.
Okay, don't know why I can't move, but that's fine. Either way, I do that. I would be trying to move out of the
Yeah, I think
silence.
that's kind
Are you-
of overlapping you probably.
Are you in?
Let me move. No, I have select on.
Okay.
So for some reason, but yeah, that'd be perfect.
Oh, because it's not your turn. Now it's your turn. Sorry.
Oh, that makes
yeah.
sense.
But
Right.
the cultist had,
That was a
your
reaction.
actual turn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now it is your turn, Belwyn. So,
All right.
You're starting your turn with the movement.
Yeah. So now that I know that, okay, then I will actually be. Let's see if I can move the space.
Okay.
I was here.
Amarin, do me a favor and make a perception check for me.
Okay. Perception. 16.
Okay, hold on. Okay.
Yep.
What does that mean?
I mean, Belwyn's got an idea of what might be happening, regardless of the.
I don't think so.
Probably not, but Belwyn doesn't want to be near this thing anymore because there was a spell that was just shut off midway through, and so he is going to move down to there. Okay, nope, that one's on me. There, I believe, making sure that I'm moving the right amount. Yep, that's 30 feet. Okay. I move down and away, and I just kind of holler over my shoulder to Fhaelin. I don't know what's going to happen with that spell and if there's backlash, but you probably don't want to be near it. And I will attack Werewolf.
Yeah, it's a lot smaller than you now, Belwyn, and I think when you go for the attack, it's just significantly harder to hit. It moves out of the way of the attack, sort of twisting in Koha's grip. And Rutu, it is your turn.
Who will attempt to take another swing with the longsword.
That is a hit.
For some reason, I can't see the dice roll, so I didn't see what the damage was.
Yeah, it was a 9. Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to try to reload the software thing. But I will, it has disadvantage on its next attack, and then I will stay put. And that is my turn.
Okay. Alrighty. Let's see. Koha, it's your turn.
Perfect. Let me see. So if I want to do a claw attack, would I have to... Okay, I would click form of the beast. Got it. Okay, figured it out. I'm gonna just start, while it's in my grasp and it's sort of trying to wiggle out, I'm gonna just start trying to like claw it with my other arm.
Okay. That is a hit.
Yeah. 2 damage.
4 damage.
4 total.
Okay.
And then it says
You get a second.
I can
attack.
make an additional claw attack. Yeah, so I think I would, sort of be juggling it and claw at it again. 21.
Okay. That is another hit.
6
Another
total.
6 damage. Okay. Okay. Yet another slash runs through, sending blood flying from this creature. And is that it for your turn, Koha?
Yes, that will be it for my turn.
As Koha strikes, you see that red glow begin to you all feel this sort of nauseous wave of magic pulse outwards, and I need each of you to please make a wisdom saving throw, and this is including the bad guys as well.
Finally. I say finally because I get to use Gnomish Cunning, which means advantage.
I have a question. Does this give the charmed or frightened condition?
No.
Okay, you said wisdom.
Everybody's rolling real good but me.
Rough.
No,
Yeah, I didn't roll very well.
Not roll.
Well, that werewolf didn't roll well.
Nope. The werewolf did not roll well. Okay.
I did not either.
Was I the only one that did well there? Oh no.
I feel like Enya did better than me.
Okay. Enya succeeds. Belwyn succeeds. Everybody else fails and will take the poisoned condition.
Oh.
And
sucks.
as this wave of energy passes out, I think there's like you feel like sick, and there's kind of like this, horrible cacophony of people retching as you all become poisoned. And that is where we're going to end the session today. We'll see you next time for another episode of Legends of Oskara. We'll be recording Green Room right after this session, and we will see you next time, everybody. Bye-bye.
Like the grass. Like the grass that grows, like the leaves that fall, like the moon that glows, like the light that shone, like the home in heart, like the fire in us, like the glass that gleams. You ever grow and need to know, I know, I know, I know what's meant for me. There's a northern star like the words you wish you'd always said, like a hummingbird hanging in the air, like a preacher in his parapet,